help out a poor soul.
You've been busy, my... Greetings. You may believe fate brought you this way, led you to speak to me. I say, give the credit to your legs and your heart. They are what have brought you to me. I am working to prove that fate's bite has no sting. With your help, I hope. I have a set of bones here which allow me to glimpse one's fate. I will now look at your fate. Oh. Oh my! Such a gruesome death. Let us hope fate can be denied. The bones show you being consumed, eaten by a terrible Dune Ripper named Astraga. She lairs to the south. If the bones roll true, the only thing left will be your left foot. This must not be. Good. You must slay Astraga. Spurn fate's grip. You have stepped onto a predetermined path. Fate decrees a Dune Ripper will consume your bones before the end of the day. Deny fate, slay Astraga. Then bring me one of her scales as proof of your victory. You are clever, my friend. If I prove fate does not control us, it does not matter that fate led me to this truth. If a goat introduces itself to a hungry coyote, it will be consumed. Fate may play a hand, but only to a point. Could one prove or disprove an illusion? Such proof could be an illusion itself. Our debate will soon chase its own tail.
My gratitude. Thank you.
Impressive. Weep not for Astraga. She was a menace. Always remember the lesson you've learned here today, friend. Fate does not control those who are willing to step to the fore. Set your hand against fortune, and you will see your wishes fulfilled.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here. Desert from the Withered Hand. There are things you must learn from the spirits of this place. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair, but when one such as you arrives, spirits of friend and foe alike awaken to create a portrait of the past. To teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alakir, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. Tuwaka says you must walk in the steps of our heroes, battle the spirits of the enemies they faced. Then you will understand. First, you will face the Nidic peoples. When the Regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge them. Fight the Nidic soldier spirits, claim their essences, and use them to summon and face their leader, War Chief Hakon. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda sank beneath the waves, they sailed here in search of a new home. Their coming was not peaceful. You see, the term Regatta means warrior wave. The Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern had long struggled to resist the elves prior to the Regatta's arrival. Upon seeing they struggled, yes, my friend.
The Withered Hand comes with such...
Shiri? I do not know this name, nor do I know anything about...
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. We came to respect Tamriel and its warriors. You must now battle the giant Goblin King. The Regada's long road to conquest was paved with thousands of these beasts' corpses. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. They're horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate. Tuaka claimed him during one of the bloodiest battles of the campaign. The Song of Divad tells us that he and his band of sword singers worked their sacred forges. Well, Tuaka tells me that you must do battle with the spirit.
That's that.
Have you come to free me? Am I glad to see you?
Hurry now. Release me.
Filthy Regada! I'll pick my teeth with your bones!
There's a familiar sight.
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that we came to love the desert. It is the heart of Orkdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the rock. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes, of course. You must face the ancient Orcish specters in battle.
not welcome here. We will defend our land.
I'm badly hurt.
Who drank the last of the meat?
The swords of Yakuda were not often sheathed. A long siege of Orsinium taught us the value of patience. Now you must face the forces of the Breton king, Joal, a treacherous asp, whose lust he was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankarai Pass. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joal's Breton army. Then King Joal himself, I suspect. Tuwaka shall be watching.
Set it ablaze!
I'm hurt. Can you help me?
Help me! Please, somebody, come to my aid!
Stupid Redguard, you served your purpose. Now you will die.
Joal's wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God sees much at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place? The greatest lesson of Hundig's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend remains. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Nakela Leki, Derek Hallen. No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought...
I spent my early years as a maiden of the spirit. As early as I remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory. But you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? The battle was important, yes. But is love not also worthy of remembrance? I thought of my training and the details of the battle, but as I turned my thoughts to family...
We must consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. Abide, a tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. What do you do? I too choose to attack. But all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus. Was the price of honor too high?
They will slaughter our scouts.
We must hold this pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often... You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? So, you place duty above personal concerns. Your superiors would be pleased, certainly.
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. Giant goblins. Beasts thought conquered by Divod have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades, but they are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts, but as a result...
Tuwaka tells me the hero. Only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. Good bear. Tuwaka tells me that you are bound to the greatest of Red Guard virtues, honor and loyalty. You are drawn to great summits and glorious ends. Hold fast to that courageous spirit. But know that sometimes we must make sacrifices for the greater good. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka, walk with Tuwaka.
Please, tell me you have seen her. Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the ancient text from the Withered Hand necromancer at Tava's Blessing. She was supposed to go back to Bergama, but she never... We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Alas, there is one other place she might be, but I am too weak to make the journey. It is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's Blessing. Thank you, my friend. Prince Azar said you were indispensable. I was beset by many troubles on the journey from Tava's Blessing. Scorpions... Yes. Yes, I just need time to rest, to eat and to properly... I do not know, but it is all we have to go on. Scholar Zore was almost certain Shiri would have come here, but she suggested she needs to take that text she found in Tava's Blessing and bring it back to Zore and...
This bird'll do nicely. No end to those winged rats. Not that I'm complaining. Every feather's worth a fortune. Don't think about trying to cut in. Danim's gonna... Not my concern. I get paid for feathers regardless. Go talk to some of the townsfolk if you're that...
I'll be right down. You're a new face to me, unlike that flappy buzzard over the barn. What? These birds aren't aggressive. I've had horses do more damage to me than any harpy. And I've had more trouble with these mercenaries than I've ever had with either steed or bird. I saw them steal 4 sacks of good grain from Zilron, a Khajiit merchant. And in the magistrate's name, mind you. Him? Ran off, no doubt. Who knows what he does?
I know people despise the Ashaba, but I appreciate the sacrifice you make. The sacrifice Samir made.
I do not know who's doing... I do not know.
One eye to the skies, friend. The harpies like to swoop down only after they've sucked you dry. I refuse to pay their protection fee. Sep's entertainment, I can only guess.
And you don't want to take our... What are you looking at? Get lost.
Silron's tail is packed bare. No one will find Silron here. I've been found. Oh, but you are neither harpy nor gold. You would be too if you heard those beasts. Those screeching, pecking, clawing. Oh yes, they help themselves to my gold and my goods, and sometimes they help against the harpies. So,
The harpies are much bolder. We need more coin for supplies and the like.
Heard disturbing rumors about your methods.
Have you heard about the travelers stirring up trouble in town? And look who's here. Keep your opinions about our work to yourself.
Dealing with the harpies as fast as we can, I assure you. Now please, address any specific complaints to one of the guardsmen. Nothing. I have things under control. We've got a reliable group to protect the town until we're self-sufficient again. And please, don't say anything to them. She's the leader of the Gold Coast mercenary troop. I hired them to make up for our shoddy death and attrition, the two greatest enemies. Our guards either fell to the withered hand. Danim doesn't like competition, and I'm certainly not going to endanger our business arrangement.
Father, you need... Who is this? Someone come to help?
Enough. I have no patience for your theories.
Fine. If you want the truth, come talk to me. Meet me at my house. It's at the edge of town, past the smithy. It's not safe to talk in the streets. Now I can speak openly. Be at ease. The mercenaries dare not enter my home uninvited. I watched you long before you spoke to my father, Magistrate Andrin Atlahil. The Gold Coast mercenaries, our supposed saviors from the Harpies, are our problem. They extort and steal from the good people here. And what's more, they've done nothing but make our Harpy issues worse. Since Danim and her friends arrived, the Harpies are angry with the town. They're usually nothing more than flying rats. The Harpies can attack, yes, but only when provoked. And I know the mercenaries are the ones who've provoked them. The mercenaries hid Harpy eggs around Kozenset. Naturally, the Harpies want the eggs back. That's the root of the town's Harpy trouble. We must find and return their eggs so one problem is solved. But first, follow me upstairs. Don't be frightened. This is a friend. The Harpies are not our enemies. Will you help me convince the others? I rescued her from them. The mercenaries killed her mother and the other chicks in her brood. This creature had done no wrong, yet they would kill her to be paid for her feathers. I couldn't stand by and let that happen. Could you? It's the right thing to do, for us and them. Thank you. I can't do this on my own, and my father won't listen to me until I have proof. She comes and goes as she pleases. This is a wild creature, after all. I do not even name her. Once their eggs are back in their eyries, the Harpies won't attack Kozenset. And then we can... Bring me the eggs. I'll wait for you by the town's well. Even though it's in the open, the desert has enough trouble in it without anyone.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of doing that. We are all friends here, is it not so?
Yeah, we're all friends here. You're smart, Faraj. Of course, being smart doesn't make up for being late. And you are very late.
The days have not been kind to us. You see, the Harpies. Please, just a few more days. I will pay what you are owed. With interest.
I had to be honest with you, Faraj. It's not what I wanted to hear. So it's either the money or your teeth. I'll give you a minute to decide which.
Well? I've never known such fear.
Hello there.
I've never known such fear.
What do you want, hmm?
The guild requests your help.
So hungry. How about a coin or two?
I have an urgent message for you. Alif needs to speak to you immediately. I don't know what happened. She looks grim, so it can't have been good. You should find her as soon as possible. She's waiting for you at the Evermore Guild Hall in Benkarai. Good luck, comrade. Not as far as I know. Every member of the guild received instructions to detain her if she's sighted. I still...
Have pity.
I beg of
What do you want now?
I'm so hungry.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of doing that. We are all friends here, is it not so?
Yeah, we're all friends here. You're smart, Faraj. Of course, being smart doesn't make up for being late. And you are very late.
The days have not been kind to us.
Well?
You see, the Harpies. Please, just a few more days. I will pay what you are owed. With interest.
I had to be honest with you, Faraj. It's not what I wanted to hear. So it's either the money or your teeth. I'll give you a minute to decide which.
I beg of you.
I just need a coin or two.
Ah, it's you.
How about a coin or two?
You're quite light on your feet. Thank you for doing this. I'm sure not all of the eggs survived, but the least we can do is return them to the Harpies. I don't have proof, but I know it was the mercenaries that... Hold a moment. Someone's coming.
Go back to selling trinkets, Lena. You do your job and we'll do ours.
You hid those eggs on purpose, didn't you?
Say no more, child. We haven't time for troublemakers.
They're up to something. They must be. We have to find out what they're doing. The mercenaries go in and out of the warehouse next to my home. There's got to be a reason. Why don't you go there and find out what they're doing? One of them will let slip what their game is. Hide somewhere and listen to their chatter. I'll take these eggs back to my house for now. We can go to the Eyrie later to put them back.
Wayfarer, would you be wise? The desert can be cruel and unrelenting. A wise traveler knows where he can find shade and cool during the heat of the day. Ah, but if you were in the open desert, it would not be so. When I cross the wastes, I always keep in mind the nearest refuge from the sun. There's a mine I often use, because underground is even better than under canvas. Allow me to mark it on your map.
This work never ends. I was meant for better than this.
It's getting tiresome. I almost preferred the Harpies.
Harpies are the least of your problems if you don't pay up.
We've got your gold. No need to make threats.
Let's see it then. Better not have shorted me.
It's all there. We don't want to end up like the others.
Good. I'll be back next week. Prices might be going up.
Come on, Udamaji. Merciful Ruka, how long must we put up with these thieves? You are the responsible one. I told her not to trust those creatures, and now look what's happened. My daughter was stolen away by the Harpies. She and several other people from Kozen set. Their blood is... Not yet. They say they must prepare for another raid by the Harpies before they send anyone out on the sands. It's only right that you find my daughter, since you helped her get into this mess. Outside town, on the hillside, where they keep their eyries.
You're alive. I thought they might have taken you, too. Some. The mercenaries decided I was worth more dead than alive. They threw me out with a few others, beaten and bound. That's when the jackals came. Thanks to the Harpies, I didn't end up like the others. Well, this one did, and she brought some of her friends. They chased away the jackals and brought me to shelter. We must stop the mercenaries before any more innocents die, whether Harpies or villagers. We don't need any more bloodshed. If there's a way we can end this without fighting, we must. I have an idea. Find my father. Ask that Harpy out there to get you to town. I'll be behind you. That Harpy out there will give you a lift down to Coast.
I don't like your face, outsider.
You're here! Did you find my daughter? What? That's ridiculous. Why would they want to abduct the very people I'm paying them to protect? I will. Where is she? Is that her over there?
What nerve! Running your mouth right in front of me.
You've disgraced our town long enough.
Ugh! A rotten egg? Don't think this is over, child.
Gather everyone who will stand with us to drive these bad eggs out of town. Father, the dead can't offer their forgiveness, but I can. Stand with us.
I curse the day the Harpies first attacked our town.
That's the one Leisure said to wait for. Let's go!
About time we ran these charlatans out of our town. Leisure said you'd come. Let's head to the guardhouse.
The Harpies are congregated around this building. Looks like the mercenaries took something every bit as valuable as the Harpies' eggs. I've no idea, but we need to restore goodwill with our flying neighbors. Even my father is in there to negotiate the mercenaries' departure. They should be out soon. The villagers, I mean. They want to cast Danim from the town themselves. She's a coward and a bully. Once her nature's revealed, my father won't let her back into Kozenset. We'll need to return whatever she took to the Harpies on the balcony. Head inside and find it. I'll try to convince them we're all friends.
Take your hands off me! Your pitiful town won't survive without our protection.
We can do without you. Go, and never return.
And we'll run out anyone else who tries to bully us, too.
May the sands take your accursed town!
If we see you again, we'll throw you to the Harpies.
Have pity.
The Harpies' matriarch. Is this the reason they started attacking in the first place?
I don't know if the Harpies will ever be able... Maybe this is the first step. What do you think? Who knows how long those fiends kept the Harpies agitated, just to take advantage of this town? If I hadn't returned when I did and gotten your help, they'd continue to terrorize my people and these Harpies. Give her to me. I still need to return their eggs, so I'll take her as well. Looks like I'll be around for a while. Though we disagree on many things, my father will need help regaining the town's trust. And I miss this place. Harpies and all.
We'll take out the sentry on western parapet first, then we'll charge the main gate. Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. What do you say? Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial arm. Here you go. This should help you get around the city on... There are 4. Lord Zagari, Magistrate Govan, Shamon al-Sentinel, and Lady Moeltha. I'll mark your... I don't think they will. The Imperials think strategically. They took the hostages to protect themselves, and they don't want to give that up. If they do kill them, don't know exactly. Our spies in Cyrodiil, generally, they've gone from bad to worse. Faharajad can't even go out in public without getting heckled. I heard. Prince Azaz singing your praises all across the desert. Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded.
I am extremely pleased to see you. I always thought the Imperial... Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another day up here. I'm afraid of heights, you know. I try...
Whatever it is you people seek to accomplish, your efforts will be to no avail. Wait, you're no Imperial. Are you with King Faharajad's army? Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear eternal loyalty to King Faharajad. We must cease this crown against forebear business. We must be united against the Imperials. By the gods, I swear that you infidels will all die. You will find that Red Guards are not merciful. Hold on. You're no Imperial. Does this mean— Ah, Thoda. I know him well. That's very encouraging. I've been listening to their strategies. I can give the General some good insights into how to plan the attack.
Isn't the best defense always...
You filthy dog. You can hurt me if you wish, but I swear you will pay for attacking our city. To Waka's breath, you are not one of them. Did the king send his army then? These Imperials could launch a full invasion if they are not stopped. Then we must move with haste. The Imperials are using a secret passage to enter the city. If we can collapse the passage, we can stop them from sending reinforcements. There are old smuggling tunnels that run beneath the mountains from Bankorai to Satakalam. I believe the entrance to one of these tunnels lies beneath Magnifico Korshad's manor. I believe he betrayed us to the Imperials. Everyone else was killed or kept hostage, but I saw Magnifico Korshad walking freely among the Imperials. You should search his manor at the northeast edge of the city. That may put the Imperials on alert, though, so free all the hostages first.
Oh, Rutka, who set the stars in the sky. You wear Imperial armor, but I can see in your face that you are not one of them, because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our faith. They spit on our culture. They spit on our gods. Not only did they kill the other priests, I don't know. Perhaps. All these other things can be replaced. But they took the temple. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return, and we can restore the temple. There are 3 relics missing. They represent body, mind, and spirit. The Sword of Shabnam, Majil's Scroll, and the Lamp of... Sadly, I do not know. The Imperials, they are the sacred tokens of this temple. All temples have relics too. I would gladly trade places with any of them.
I need healing! Burn it!
to return. I cannot. I did not believe. You must act with the honors, of course. I believe I can sense the gods returning already. No, you have done enough. More than enough. You have restored the temple's treasures. These relics were all that was here when the temple was built, and they are all that is needed for it to be rebuilt.
This person is our enemy. Quickly, kill the intruder. Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alakir, and there would be nowhere to flee to. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should...
Don't be offended. He hates everyone.
I'd been in Crosswitch, I'd have put my mining pick right into Stern's Gell's back.
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Bankarai? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azaz's here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Anseh Ward, and he wants you to join him as soon as possible at the Motalian Necropolis. It's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alakir. It's just west of Satakalam. If the Withered Hand's there, I know the Prince needs help. I'll send troops as soon as we're done in the city, but I suggest you join him now if you can.